Hello everyone, Megatronic here, and today we're going to be taking a quick look at the Transformers Age of the Primes Deluxe Class Fugitive WASPINATOR. And before someone asks where I got this, I found him at Walmart. And unfortunately, I was only able to find him in B127 from the Studio Series. So here he is. I wish I found the Aerial Bots, but I'm glad I found him. I personally think this mold was made for Waspinator, or Wasp. I don't know, when I bring in Bumblebee here, I think the head sculpt alone just makes it so much better. I don't know why. And I'm glad that they did do a black outline around the face, because that was absent on this Bumblebee. I did custom paint this guy. But yeah. Just the colors look great. Now on camera these look a lot lighter. In person they're a lot darker, especially this like olive green. It's a lot more of an olive green on here. It's like a weird, like almost a blue, but it's like an olive green in person. But yeah, this guy looks great. My only complaint is a nitpick. I just wish he had more paint, just like the Bumblebee figure, but that's more so for vehicle mode. I just wish his feet were painted, I guess, kind of like the faux feet back here. Wish they just added a bit of black and that bit of gold. Maybe a stripe down the foot as well, because that's very noticeable. That's not on there. But oh well. Anywho, just like Bumblebee, he comes with the same amount of stuff. The only thing that's new on him is the head sculpt, and I just think that head sculpt looks amazing. No complaints about the head sculpt whatsoever. These are now done in purple and have gunmetal, very similar to Motor Master's axe here. I did custom paint that there, but yeah, pretty much the same gunmetal that they used, and the same shade of purple plastic as well, which I think fits the character. Obviously the boosters never came with him, so I just put them in his hands, since he can't have his stingers. Normally they're like at a edge here. So yeah, now this guy is very pulsable, so let's throw these over. Head is on a ball joint, so he can do the total and due to transformation, this is also on a hinge, so you can get all the way back if you want him looking all the way backwards. Shoulders a little bit weirdly limited. You can really only go about there, and then you can use the elbow to, I guess, straighten out the arm, kind of. They can go back to there. You got a bunch of hinges. You get that hinge there, and then you can move that down, do the transformation. Bicep rotation right above the elbow. Elbow, you get a little over 90. You do have a wrist rotation. You do have a waist rotation, and due to transformation, you can unpeg this, and you can get an actual ab crunch, which is really, really cool. And it's a stiff joint too, so it's not that loose. You won't have to worry about it. I mean, if you want, you can get a decent ab crunch out of him, which that's just, thank you, Hasbro. Like that was a great decision. It can be a bit of a pain rehabbing, but you know. Legs, you can do the big boot all the way back. Splits, thigh rotation, over 90, knee bend, single joint. The feet, you have a pivot. They do kind of move past here, but after you do it, you get a little bit up due to transformation, not much back, and then the heels can move up and down. So overall, this guy has fantastic articulation, and I don't understand why everybody trashes this mold. I can maybe understand it for his the Bumblebee's head sculpt, but the articulation, everything else alone is just amazing on this figure. And yeah, so for a quick size comparison, I will admit I forgot how small this mold was until I got it in hand again. So here he is with Road Ranger. Just so you can see, he is a small boy. Here he is with animated Waspinator. Just so you can see how that works out, and you know. And finally, let's just bring in Bumblebee. And yeah, I just prefer Wasps figure over Bumblebees. I think it's just the choices of plastic that they also went for purple for this windshield. They should have just went with like a really dark plastic, similar to what they did here. It just doesn't work at all. Where you can't really see the insides of this, you can this, and it's, yeah. And I think this head sculpt could have been a bit better. This one's amazing, and I have no complaints on this head sculpt. And paint is pretty much the same on each figure. This guy is customized, so that's why there is a bit more paint and why it's not the greatest. So, yeah, let me get Wasp down into his vehicle mode. And here we have him in his vehicle mode, and I mean, it just looks good. Once again, the camera's not doing the green much justice. It's a lot more darker in person. I don't know why it's coming off. The painted green is more like the real green. I don't know why my camera's picking it up as a much lighter green, and it looks bad, but in person it doesn't look as bad. Trust me, yeah. But yeah, this guy just looks great. Love how he looks in vehicle mode. Once again, it's not even a complaint, it's more of a nitpick. I just wish he had his windows painted and taillights. I mean, and for robot mode, I just wish his faux feet were painted. Like that's it. I really do like how this guy looks. He does have all pinned on wheels, so he can roll amazing. I'm glad that Age of the Prime, so far as I've seen, has all pinned on wheels on the figure. So yeah, and obviously you can bring in the boosters with the stingers on the back. Which that covers up that unpainted window at least. And it just helps add to the figure. I believe that's pretty much it, and I believe I covered everything that he really comes with. So yeah. If you guys enjoy the video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. That's pretty much it. I'll see you all next one. Bye.